Well, I appreciate the win. Appreciate the win. There was a lot of layers to the game. So I don't know. I thought our kids really just, through a lot of different types of adversity that was thrown at us, we found a way to command the game, control the game, and come out with, another important win in conference play. So, but I don't know how much more I have to say, to be honest.
It's fun seeing how the freshman has got, Laney has just gotten so physical down there and being able to find success. Just what are you seeing from her as she steps into a starting role tonight?
Yeah, I guess I probably should have started with that. Laney was awesome. I mean, she was incredible tonight. Obviously with Sarah out, certainly wasn't ideal. She's in concussion protocol. And Laney's been great for us all year. But to have the opportunity to start tonight and then just came out, I mean, the only way they could stop her was if she was on the bench in foul trouble. I mean, literally. So they had no answer for her. She played like a veteran. Just was great. She finished around the rim. She did her job. She defended for us. She rebounded. She was outstanding. I mean, she was great. Just about every second she was on the floor.
I think she was the first one in the face of an opponent after Kamen gets thrown down. Just that's a kid stepping up there and not afraid. You can see right there, she's not afraid of anything.
Yeah, our kids are going to protect each other. Our kids are going to fight for each other and protect each other. And I don't care what year they are. Our kids are really close. They've got a really good friendship, camaraderie, toughness about them. And I wasn't surprised. We might look nice sometimes, but you poke the bear, it's on.
Coach, a lot of whistles in this game, a lot of talk I heard from the other side. How does this kind of, not just game, but this win, how does this really galvanize these girls to make an even stronger bond and continue playing with such confidence?
Well, I think it just goes back to, I always tell them it's not going to be easy. We're going to face adversity. We faced adversity this year, earlier in the year. You faced it along the way. It's going to continue. Different things are going to come up. I always tell them, we don't know what it's going to be, but you got to be ready to face it head on and just, stick together. And, I think we had a lot of different things thrown at us tonight, starting out with before the game ever even started. Then there were a lot of layers to it once it did start. So, but I thought, that's where I thought, Paige had tremendous leadership for us tonight. She's always gritty and tough, but I just thought, especially once Lacey went out, there was a stretch there where it was getting pretty physical, and I thought Paige really stepped up and took command of the game and really kind of said, hey, follow me, and everybody jumped on her back, and I thought she was tremendous. She showed that leadership that we really needed, and then everybody followed.
The growth of kind of Laney tonight, right? We've seen Kamen grow as well. This group again is blossoming kind of at the right time. So, any magical words, any prayers, anything that is doing it, or is it just good old experience and these girls getting battle tested each and every week?
We just need prayers to be healthy right now. That's my biggest concern. I think our kids just have been resilient. They've worked their tail off all year. They've been coachable all year. When you do those two things, you give yourself a chance to get better. And that's what you've seen, especially with like your young kids. With Kamen and Kira and Laney. Those are freshmen and sophomores right there. And then even like Paige has grown a ton this year. So I think all the way across the board. And then you look at Sarah, obviously she didn't play tonight, but how much she's grown from, her previous years at Mizzou, but even the beginning of this year to where she is now. They've all just grown a ton. So I could kind of go down the line. But you mentioned prayers. My prayers are for a healthy team. So I think that's, have to do the best we can and stay as healthy as possible.
Everything good with Lacey?
I don't know.
When she comes back, she looked fine when she was in.
Yeah, I was shocked she came back in. When she walked to the bench, I thought she was out for the rest of the game. So when she came back, when she came in, obviously we needed her. But that's a kid that was playing in a lot of pain and just gritted it out and toughed it out. But she's back with the doctors now, so I don't know.
We see those minutes where you didn't have her, and they press, and we've been asking all year ever since the preseason, about a secondary ball handler, just somebody else that could bring it up, and there were some struggles there. just the importance of developing that now, and hoping, praying that she's good to go too.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, honestly, although it doesn't look like it, because Lacey plays almost every minute of every game at the point for us. There have been times when she's had foul trouble, in her last 2 years or whatever. It's limited when she hasn't been able to be in there, but despite it might not look like it because people see our typical lineup, like, we work on it every day. So we work on the way we split our stuff up. I mean, Paige, honestly, Paige runs the point every day in practice, every day. And so the only time she doesn't run the point is when she's playing with Lacey in a game. And so I think it's helped her a lot just from a defensive standpoint, but then just also understanding the offense. And then, she does it every day. So she's confident and capable. Cayman can handle the ball. Kira we have a lot of kids that can handle the ball. They might not necessarily be true point guards. But I think more than anything, probably our struggle tonight was, you go in the locker room at halftime, Lacey's not in there. Everybody's a little bit shaken. What's going on? Not a lot of answers. So, more than anything, I think it's just mentally, we just weren't, we just were a little bit out of character. Just some simple things. Shot goes up, we have 3 people to get a rebound, and it just goes out of bounds. Stuff like that isn't going to happen on a typical night, and for whatever reason, I think we were just a little bit out of sorts for a little while there. We're never going to replace Lacey, but if we have to play without her, we're not going to have to structure practice any differently because, honestly, we do it every day. Like, we work on this stuff every day because you never know. You never know if somebody's going to go down, somebody's going to be in foul trouble. So, we'll be by committee. Paige can run the point, but we'll be by committee after that, and, we figure it out.